either natively or via third-party applications, and there was never an answer.
Yeah, well, it comes with most computers, so that's something it can do. It can bundle itself onto lots of things. And lots of people, they use Windows 7 because it comes with a computer if they buy a computer.
And
that's the reason. That's the reason you see people using that. It's not that they actually upgrade from XP. I know from my several people I spoke to, also a couple of days ago, they try Windows 7. They think at first, it looks nice, and then a couple of days later, say, this thing doesn't work and something's not right, and didn't used to have these issues. And then they think, well, I could compromise. I could give up all this fancy GUI thing, which anyway slows things down, and use something which actually works. So when I want to access my files, I don't have to struggle for hours to do something. It just works. And this is really a screw up for Microsoft, because obviously they weren't testing things to the sufficient extent to compel people to move off of XP, which is more mature in some sense.
So one of the things that they've always got to fight against is legacy. Is they've got millions of people all around the world trained to use Windows Explorer, trained to use Internet Explorer, trained to use Outlook. So anytime they make changes, I mean, say for example, Microsoft decided to be bold for a change and say, Outlook's getting a bit long in the tooth now. We're going to develop a whole new, lightweight, really better designed email client instead of Outlook. And what would the reaction be? The Microsoft trained people would go nuts, because it's like, what are you doing? We're used to Outlook. What the hell are you doing? And they've got a whole legacy thing for support and training and familiarity that they can't. It's hard for them to really change it out. So they're kind of stuck having to keep polishing the same old. I was going to swear there, but they've got no choice but to keep putting a new sheen of gloss onto that. I mean, that's different from like the Linux distributions, who, as Ubuntu are doing, they're deciding, right, we're going to go with something the way that we like it in Unity. And that's as different as bold, and then other distributions can say, well, that's fine, we don't want to go that way, but and then there's KDE is switched over for 3.5, and it took them a while, but they've got there, and it's beautiful now. But they're more willing to say, right, we no longer want this graphics application, we'll now have another one in by default, if you know what I mean.
Well, what we'll do, I've got a quick plug of a new service website. So we'll very briefly cover that. But I wanted to just bring up very quickly with you, Gordon, your link yesterday to the Not a Podcast show, or whatever it's going to be called. Absolutely excellent show. I hope anybody who listened to our show yesterday has clicked on the link on the show notes and gone over to that, because it's very, very good. The three guys that run this show have got very good chemistry and a very good sense of humour as well. So if anybody didn't click on it yesterday, I would hope that they pop over to it today and have a little listen. Am I right in thinking that they're recording another episode tonight?
I saw a few dents, and they were trying to get organised for tonight. So they may well be recording at the same time as us. So,
and they're even further apart than we are, because I believe one of the announcers, one of the hosts yesterday was in Egypt, if I heard correctly.
Andy's. I think he's on a business trip to Egypt. Yes.
So check it out if you didn't yesterday, and it comes thoroughly recommended. On the subject of audio casts and radio, etc., I'm a big radio fan. Radio 7 is probably one of my favourite stations on the UK terrestrial radio, and there's a new website that's been released. It's founded by the BBC, although we won't hold that against them. Global Radio, Guardian Media Group, Absolute Radio, and the Radio Centre. And it's a not-for-profit company that's been set up by these people to amalgamate all the UK radio stations into one place, with one player online, as it were, an online app to play it. Absolutely fantastic. I often had difficulty playing LBC, one of my favourite channels, online, and this amalgamates them all in one place. And the site is radioplayer.co.uk, which will be linked in the show notes. Anybody from the States or anywhere like that, I wouldn't probably even try to get to it. I believe licensing would stop, or copyright issues would stop it being played in your country, but certainly give it a go. So that'll be linked in the show notes. Absolutely excellent.
You're forgetting the audience. These are people who have got proxy servers and things like that.
Well,
You're forgetting the audience.
I neither condone nor acknowledge the use of such devices. We don't want the copyright police coming down on us. So if you're from the UK, certainly by all means give it a go, and if you're not, have a go anyway. So
become a proxy and become an honorary member of the UK for the duration of your program.
Yes, that's this. What we'll do as well, if you're in agreement, gentlemen, we'll play our first track for today and get that out now, and then we can come back and cover some other news topics if both of you are in agreement.
Yeah, go for it.
Fantastic. Right, this track, I have a multitude now of pieces of music which I would like to play. I'm sport for choice. I've been busy with Jamendo having a look at different tracks, and I've made a collection now of about 17 or 18 pieces of music which I intend to play on the audio cast. For today's track of my choice, I have to give a little bit of a disclaimer. This is the choice of myself and in no way represent Gordon's or Roy's taste in music. So I'll say that to disclaim Roy and Gordon from the noise that I'm about to play to you now. It's for people that listen to our audio cast regularly. We visited a band I think it's about a month ago, which was called The Hatred, very heavy death metal band, very similar to Sepultura, obituary type sound, and we're going to revisit them again today. And this track is from the same album, and the track's called Open War. So we'll play that, and then we'll get on with some more news after the music.
True.